Hello everybody, welcome back to Retroverse, where only good things happen, including farts. That totally aren't soundboards that somebody has.
Stop farting, goddammit! Stop!
I pay for it.
Listen, there's gonna be emotional things happening! Let's go!
Who says farts can't be emotional?
Yeah,
Sometimes you just
I
gotta
be
let it
careful
out.
using too much of that without us
doing the plug
and everything. So.
Oh, okay. These are copyrighted farts, everybody. Anyway, so...
They had somebody in a sound booth farting for this.
Definitely.
I'm not a voice actor or a butt actor.
When we last left off in Retroverse, somebody left the group. Totally on her own discretion, not from the DM running the character. At all. Totally.
It was absolutely all her.
But we'll start there. So, it was your turn on watch. Or no.
Okay.
It was not your turn on watch, it was Verm's, because he was the last one on watch. And you did your thing, and then you left. So now you're out of sight and out of sound, and you got out of this facility. What are you doing?
I'm heading to the surface. To whichever way gets me out of this, underground, and then into the city, and then out of the city.
Okay. As you leave the facility, give me... What's your passive perception, actually?
I think it's like... It's not very high. Yeah, it's 11.
Okay. You get through the broken down area that looks like it used to be part of the town, and the where that dance club was at, where they seemed like they just took one of the buildings and made it into a dance club. So you're in like ghetto, but maybe a little bit more than ghetto.
Right.
AKA like homeless come here and they just take the shacks, or people who are fugitives of the law, probably.
Right. Yeah.
Every once in a while you see one of those iBot things flying around.
It's the new Apple product.
I'm gonna turn off the lights on my suit. That's the first thing. And then secondly, I'm going to like keep to the shadows and try to find an elevator to get out of here.
Okay, give me a... Wait, do you want to do it stealthily? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Then give me a stealth roll.
And I persuade them to think that I'm not doing it.
The universe that involves all physics is like, no. You can't persuade the physics to go in your favor.
God damn it, physics! Oh, that's not terrible. I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so you slunk off into the shadows. Surprisingly well.
Yeah. I mean, she did turn off the lights, so I think that helped. Yes.
As you get through town, or at least the outskirts of town, you hear a loud noise coming from the direction you're heading. Like some earthquake collapsing.
A what?
Like collapsing of a bunch of, like you just hear like steel beams and stuff like this, like a building is just falling. You feel it.
Was there jet fuel?
There might have been jet fuel, and they may have been steel beams, but you're not sure.
Okay, does it look like there's like I assume that there's a building getting collapsed or like whatever, but do I hear anybody like yelling, or is there like a big commotion in that way? Like,
some people you didn't notice before that were just squatting at some of these empty buildings are actually getting out of the buildings, and they're just like, what the fuck? And they're like probably worried that the building they're in is collapsing or something. They don't know for sure. No, it kind of wasn't.
Then I'm gonna go like.
You hear from the actual main city, which is the lights are clearly viewable from here. Even though you're underground, the lights from the city itself are bright enough that it's giving at least low light everywhere that is like open area, if not more. You hear that siren that you heard before.
So I hear this, I look at the whatever building is collapsing, and I turn around and go in a different direction.
It came from the elevator. You're thinking.
God. Oh, good. Oh, great. I'm gonna try to go find a different elevator.
Okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
As you're going to turn around and leave, you hear on loud intercoms coming from the city itself, but it's loud enough that you can hear it even from this distance. And because you're in a enclosed like underdome essentially, it's like echoing off of the walls. And you hear, citizens of Atama, please go to safe buildings. Please go to safe houses, is probably what you'd say. This is not a drill.
The city's gonna get locked down. Oh,
This voice sounds feminine and kind, but oddly synthetic. Nothing like that spider.
Nope, I'm sure it's not. I'm gonna try to go find an elevator. I'm just gonna try to get out of here as fast as I can. If I have to blow up the elevator again, that's fine.
Okay. As you're stealthing around, you immediately hear, as you start going closer to the elevator, a bunch of movement, maybe heavy plate armor or something. Many footsteps, a lot of individuals moving. You hear a lady scream and a laser go off.
I go investigate.
Okay, as you continue your stealth and you go forward. You get just around this building, and you immediately duck yourself back behind the building as you see a squad of the laser dragon knight guys, soldier guys from the surface, and they're down here, and they seem to be storming the place in small squads of 6.
Okay. Is there like stuff around? Like, what is it? Like, what is this? Like, is it just like a random area or like a street? Like, is there like garbage?
Oh, there's a bunch of these random shack buildings that you're hiding behind, and I got a little bit of flavor for once. You see, maybe you could use this as a way to get to the elevator and maybe avoid some troops. These bunch of dangling wires that seem to be coming from the ceiling. Many mangled columns of wires and cables reach from the floor up to the ceiling. Each column reaches many stories high, and they're just like out of sight because it just like seems to fade into darkness as it goes up into what you assume the ceiling. The smell of soldering and metal permeates the surrounding area, leaving you possibly longing for greener pastures. But these wires are dangling around and stuff, and it almost looks like woods as they're just hanging vertically. You think you could probably go in there and use it as cover and continue to go through it.
Right. As I go, I'm going to polymorph one of the guards into a bunny.
Okay, let me get his stats. What is your DC?
It's 15.
Okay. You notice this is a wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Metal dice added again. Got 15 on the dice.
God damn it.
What were you trying to turn him into?
A bunny.
You see ears sprout up on his head, and he starts to revert, and he freaks out, and then it doesn't work. And they all go into immediate like red alert, and they go like full formation where all their backs are to each other, and they got their rifles pointing around, looking around for you, or something. Let's see. Any of them beat your dirty 20? You know,
I'm sorry,
if
I didn't hear any of that. What did you say? My computer froze.
They're looking around for you, and they have this breastplate armor, and they got like these big over-the-top shoulder pads, and they got on these helmets that look like a dragon, and then like on the middle of like the nose guard, right above on the forehead, it's got a big jagged horn on them. They all have this, and one of them looks in your direction and goes, "Over there!" And he points over there, and he shoots at you.
Hold on.
And on that note, we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
He missed for sure.
Okay. I got a 17.
Oh my god, the dice are going to be the dice tonight. Alright. So, the rest of his team turns your direction and fires.
Why are you using those evil dice?
Because it makes it more fun. What is your AC?
My AC is a 17.
Alright. Pew 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 pew. 6 soldiers fire at you. Wow. Okay, 2 of them hit as you go to duck into cover. And you take... oh, not bad. 6 radiant damage total.
Excellent. Fantastic.
These guys kind of look like stormtroopers, you know? They're just like
Yeah.
generic soldier goons. And they start moving your direction. And they're almost around the building. Like the front one's almost around the building as they're moving forward on their move. And that's the end of their turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I turn invisible.
Okay. Do you do anything else in your turn?
Hold on, never mind. I forgot that I got rid of that. No, actually, I'll cast Mislead.
What do I need to roll for that? I know of a certain bard that's used it, but I don't know the exact mechanics of Mislead. Let me look it up real quick. Yay for books.
I just turn invisible and there's it doesn't say that you need to save anything.
Mislead. You become invisible at the same time an illusionary double of you appears in the stand. The double lasts... okay. On each of your turns as a bonus action, you can switch from using one of its senses with your own. Did you want to do that with your bonus action? Or do you want to just keep it as just a shadow clone jutsu of yourself?
So she is going to be like standing there in like a battle stance, and I'm gonna duck out.
Okay. As you duck out, all 6 of them go around the corner, and they seem to be keeping as like a perfect unit, almost like they're one being with one mind. You've just seen that organized. As they all go around the corner, front ones get down on knees, and then there's one, and then the 4 behind them are over top of them, and they all fire right at the head of the invisible one.
Oh boy.
Oh, me? Like the invisible one?
Oh, sorry, the illusionary one.
Oh, okay.
I thought
was like,
illusionary, it said
"Jeez."
invisible. Okay, oh, that one. I will roll that. I gotta roll that one, because that might help you. Okay, one of their guns misfires, and the laser cell on the side of it explodes. Their clip, so to speak. And they take a little bit of damage. And they seem really distracted by that. At least that specific unit. And it is your turn.
I keep going. I leave. I try to head for an elevator.
Do you attempt to leave stealthily while invisible?
Yes.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Do I have advantage since I'm invisible?
I will say so. What'd you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. My computer freaked out again because internet. What did you say?
I said, yeah, you have advantage on it.
Okay. Oh, I got a 17. Actually, no, it's 18.
Okay, you go to disappear as they investigate your illusion. I'm assuming as they touch it, it just like shimmers like it's a hologram or something, and they realize it's a fake.
Yeah. And
And
she just winks
they're like-
at them and is like,
And they're like,
There's a trap. Look around for it. Roger.
through their masks as they search around the perimeter for you as you sneak along. I'll assume you find a spot where you can bunker down and hide from these groups of patrols
yeah.
as they're searching the area for not just you, but you hear screams of people getting shot.
Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Great. Fantastic. Excellent.
And you eventually find, with that stealth, you eventually do, like, you had to sit there for what seemed like forever, but it might have been like maybe 5 minutes in this dark corner you were sitting at. You eventually find a spot where you can get through the patrols, and you get towards the elevator, and you see where the elevator was is a giant crater. There's a hole, you can see the sky outside, and in front of you, you see two familiar creatures in front of you. You see a laser dragon and a dragonborn in full plate with a spiral lance, and they are in the middle of, and he's in the middle of setting up a campsite. And you see that again as like these magical fold-up tents where they're like already set together, and you just throw them and they deploy themselves. And he's definitely the commander here, and he's giving all of them directions on like Squad Alpha D, you go that way, you know, and stuff like that. And they're like, and you clearly can hear like, no survivors, taking no prisoners. This is just the opening we needed. Those fools.
Oh, no.
You do notice that he is still hurt, but he has bandaged himself up.
That fucker.
Like he could have taken a rest, but maybe he was like, I gotta take this opening while I can. On that note, we'll go back to the rest of the crew as Verm feels something in his pocket. Something he didn't realize he had. And as he already has it because I sent him a private message. But you guys see him pull out of his pocket or backpack or what have you a letter and a silver power coin.
And he's gonna open it up, and like the coin is gonna hit the floor, and he's gonna scan it, and you're gonna hear him just really low just say, "Fuck."
I bend down and pick up the coin.
Beating up the scientist. What?
What scientist?
There's another guy.
I'll assume this happens like right as you guys finished
Oh, shit,
blowing up
that's
the
right.
coffin.
Okay.
I'll just
Alright.
retract
What?
it just a little bit.
So, after he's had a chance to scan this, he's gonna look up and he's gonna say, "It's from Hertz," and he's gonna start reciting the letter.
Which
Sup,
coin
boy?
is it?
As you might have noticed, or not, you guys are kind of dense. I have left. Oh, it's just Hurt having a temper tantrum. Only she wrote it temperatorum. Yes, it is. And that's why I'm leaving you guys. You have such great destinies awaiting you, and I will only slow you down. I have been captured, thrown unconscious, and or completely useless. I'm not stupid. I know one day that you will be great heroes. And I will write a great rock ballad about it. But for now, I need to get out of the city. Drives me crazy. It's draining my soul. So I leave you with the few words. Yost, you were right. My trauma is nothing compared to what you must have gone through. So you win. We're much stronger than I can hope to be. I know you think that I always forget you, but I will never forget you. You are, and always will be, my best friends. Visca, you are a light in my life. I hope you don't mind that I stole some food from your pack. She gives a smiley face. But I hope that you will forgive me. You have fed, sheltered, and protected me, and brought back from the dead. You always take care of me. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I'm inspired every day. You are my inspiration. And he stops reading at that point. You get the feeling like there was more to the letter, but he stops.
Like, she never disappointed me. I mean, she's just getting out of the city.
Sigh.
We'll find her after this. She probably went back to, Cage.
Well, I just hope Gyro can find her before trouble does.
How hard do you think it would be to get out of the city? We don't know anything about it.
Pretty easy to get in.
That's fair.
There's a whole battle happening.
Yeah, but she can make herself invisible, right? I think we've seen her do that.
Have we?
I think.
Was that the time my memory just faded? Like, you guys turned me into a pterodactyl and I just don't remember nothing about that?
That might have been it, yeah. I mean, you did have pterodactyl brain. Like, I know it doesn't technically change your level of intelligence, but you look at things in a very different way.
Actually, polymorph does.
Yeah,
You have all the creature stats, including the mental ones.
I wanted fish so bad. Man, now I want salmon. But yeah. Well, let's go get the sword, get the beat dragon, and beat it out of here and go intercept Hertz. And I mean, if she wants to leave, well, she should have came with us because there's a teleporter not too far away.
Yeah, but we didn't know until recently how close we were.
Yeah, we'll get her and get her out of here. Because we were only here for the beat dragon.
Yeah.
So once we get that, we beat a hasty retreat.
You're kind of beating a dead horse with these puns, Yost.
I know. It's how I
Biscuit just leaves the room.
it's how I deal with emotional stress.
That's fair. I do pocket the coin. Which coin is it, by the way? I don't remember.
It's the silver Magnetodon.
The Magneto one, yeah.
You go pocket it, just like.
I like how it's Magnetodon, and you guys just combined its name with what it is, so it's a Magnetodon.
I'm just imagining it's magnetic. I just like pick it up and bing! Alright, cool. Now it's stuck to my armor forever.
Now,
Definitely magical, because it's silver and it's magnetic somehow.
when you start getting the urge to kill humans because of their attitude towards mutants, let us know.
I will keep that in mind.
And if you start having a strange attraction to bald men and wheelchairs, that's also a sign. Professor Xavier, come on. Everyone ship it. You know it. Especially in the new series. People ship them.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure the actors fucking ship it.
The actors fucking shit themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
They're
just.
the best romance.
I'm putting it out there.
Anyway,
Yeah, no.
Verm is going to look down and he realizes that he's been subconsciously like clenching the letter in his paw, and he's going to kind of like release it really suddenly and try and smooth it out and fold it up and put it away neatly.
Are they paws or claws?
Visca, like, not so subtly looks at the, like, 4 holes in the paper from the claws.
You just gave Yost like this slight existential
Are
thought
they
pattern.
paws or claws?
Hey, hands? What are these?
What am I? Oh my god!
Good game of hands.
You have 5 digits. They just are scaly, you know? Maybe like little nail.
Well, like
claws.
most like dogs have 5 digits, but we still call them paws, not hands.
They're like closer to lizards, and those have claws. Right? Right?
Well, I guess chorizo agrees.
Hi, Garfield.
Yeah, I got lights on, and they're the only lights. And now it's getting colder weather. All the bugs are like, "Hey, I found a home." And Garfield's like, "Hey, free food."
We have to run the electric bill up and leave the lights on, or else Terry gets scared of the dark.
Oh, bless, it's a little hard. Get that boy a nightlight.
We do have one now, yeah.
Can you get him one, like put it up next
But
to his little nest?
Like down here he's fine. He's got a bed down here that he usually hangs out in. But it's only in the living room because none of the outlets in the kitchens are ones that he can see, so a nightlight would be useless in
So-
there.
Yost is like, okay, enough of that thinking. Let's go.
Is Yost in his ranger form, or is he back in his base form?
Oh, that's.
He's still ranger, so it's like they're look totally like hands, with gloves.
It's just mental thing.
So it adds
It's
that
just
extra
like
level.
hands, but you're visualizing the big ass claws.
I think, considering the fact that, you know, the whole Paul statement only happened in the meta narrative, like, he just suddenly got really existential for no apparent reason.
I thought we rewinded it.
It is how
You guys think
Yost
maybe?
deals with stressful emotional situations. He says
Just
bad jokes,
existential?
just goes existential.
Okay, Tony Stark. That's what Tony Stark does. He makes
He
bad
totally
jokes.
took a semester of philosophy after his team got killed.
Oh god.
It was the worst decision of his life. The teacher
my.
was a stoop. Just that she created the computer system that they used. She didn't.
Anyway, you guys are thinking Yost maybe like you didn't destroy the coffin hard enough, and maybe he's hallucinating. You're not sure.
I just walk over to Yost and like pluck a shard of the coffin out of the side of his head and flick it.
Oh. Okay, I feel better.
Because didn't we like turn it to fucking smithereens?
Oh, you guys blew it up and cut it on fire. It's ashes.
I had a strange feeling that I saw people sitting on a computer controlling our lives.
That's weird.
No, that's long-term madness. You weren't. Those were.
Forward.
Yeah, I think my spell says that we're relatively near it.
I have a feeling he's through this door.
Possibly. I
Open
mean,
the door. And go
is
in.
it the door that has like a unicorn on it, or did we already see that, or is that?
It was a door that had like Class A access, and you were like, "Knock spell," and open the door.
Oh yeah!
So we walk in
One time I
Again.
fucking remember that spell.
after our flashback.
So, you want to remind us what fuck we see in this room, since none of us remember?
Yeah, you see. This room is filled with a bunch of computers and gadgetry. You hear a bunch of beeps and boops from everywhere, little flashing lights. You know the drill. On the back, it looks like everything in the room, and maybe things outside the room, are all plugged in to, you can just barely make out this draconic form that is merged with the wall. And where the chest cavity would be, you see the hilt of a sword, and the hilt itself looks like the head of a unicorn. You also see a wood elf in a lab coat, and he is at one of the computers in a computer chair. He looks very malnourished. He's got a coffee machine sitting next to him, and he just says, Star Chips. And the coffee machine, he puts his mug in the coffee machine, and it whirs, and a bag of like potato chips pops out and lands in the cup, and he just like takes it out of the cup.
That's some really chunky coffee.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. Never mind, my sword's already out, and I'm like,
And he
the
says,
dragon points the unicorn points the way to the dragon.
and he,
Hey, you, back away from the computer.
and he, before you even get to say that, he rolls away from the computer, like he kicks himself off the computer in his computer chair, and he just rolls about 5 feet out from the desk while simultaneously turning around so he's facing you with this bag of chips. And he's like, about time you got here. Oh. You want one?
Hi, person.
Who are
he
you?
goes to hand you what looks like. Have you ever had apple chips?
Mm-hmm.
Look like apple chips, but they're star shaped, like 5-point stars.
Oh, they're starfruit chips. Nummy.
They're star fruit chips. Actually,
I don't eat fruit.
Aye,
Not with your
carambola.
helmet on.
Hmm?
Not with your helmet on.
I'm just kind of like,
Oh. Never mind, you're a
it's
dedicated
not
carnivore.
working.
what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Wait,
19 now.
is it Yost that can't see shit?
I think
It
you're-
is, but you have you took proficiency, so it's not quite as bad.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Vern, you do notice that he has a necklace on, but he has it underneath his shirt.
12.
15.
Okay, BRB really quick. I gotta grab my red ice.
Okay. 12, 15. The one who got 15, you do see he has a small picture taped onto the side of one of the monitors of this little elven girl.
Does it say never forget her?
Oh.
It's definitely like made infancy. Like it looks like maybe her first walk or something.
That's horrible.
I'm like, who are you?
Ah,
I am a Rendar. A Rendar Rodell.
okay, so your name's Randall. Or Rendell.
I know it's Elven Rodell.
No, at first I thought you said you were a Randall. At first you look like an elf, so I was making sure you're
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
it to everyone.
that you weren't adding the indefinite article in front of your name, which would totally change things.
How did you know to expect us?
You guys weren't really discreet as he just kicks the
Okay.
computer chair, swivels
That's
around,
fair.
and you see on this like 5x5 set grid of monitors, and it's just like security cameras all through this
Just
facility.
a line of destruction.
I mean, honestly though, that was relatively discreet for us,
That's fair.
because I'm not stealthy for shit.
I mean, hey, we didn't like blow up an elevator shaft or anything.
No, but you lost somebody as he clicks the remote, and you guys see while you guys were taking your last rest, you see Hertz quickly put the letter in Verm's backpack while he's sleeping and run off.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go find her after we
Yeah.
get the Zord. That's cool with you.
What? Okay, so we were told that the unicorn would point the way to the dragon. I didn't think that the unicorn would be like stabbing it in the heart.
Curious, who told you that?
Yo, mama.
You notice that
Somebody?
even for an elf, even though they usually don't really have facial hair, the fact that he has stubble really shows how long it's been since he's done any form of personal hygiene. Looks like he's been down here for quite a while. He looks pretty skinny too. Malnourished.
It's all the fruit.
So
Well, it's bad for your pancreas.
Well,
So, yeah, unless, like, you're gonna, like, try to fight or something, can we just go claim what's mine and ours and we'll call it a day?
I wouldn't advise it.
Why?
why?
You would kill us all.
Okay, now see, we don't know why that is. You want to fill us in here?
Yeah.
Because as far as I know, it's
Oh.
just a
Okay.
flying version of.
In case you couldn't tell, this area is filled with corrupted shit, and we're trying to keep it contained. And not having people just wander in, destroy doors, and destroy shit. Alright?
Well, then maybe you ought to have that clearly marked on the outside. Like before we get in here and
Did
start
you
opening doors.
not see the
I
yellow
mean,
tape
like, It was pretty obvious.
And you guys did come in with the rebel group. Yeah, I know about them.
Who?
Give me a deception check.
We don't
I'm
know
not
jack
disputing.
shit about
Yosh is
them.
just like, who is he talking about again? We knew them for like 2 minutes, man.
He clicks the remote, and it just shows you guys just wiping the shit out of those two protectodron things at the entranceway to here.
Yeah, those guys. It's cool.
Okay, so the Zord isn't corrupted. Why would taking him out of here hurt whatever it is you got going on?
It's far from corrupted. In fact, it's immune to corruption. Do you understand how important that is?
Oh, Jesus, you're drawing on it to power this whole base, aren't you?
No. I'm drawn on it to power the city. I'm drawn on it to power the synths. Those robot people you met.
Hold on. I'm gonna just point out something. Our friend is from the city, apparently, right? And the impression we got from her and these rebels and stuff is music is kind of banned, right? You're using the beat dragon, a creature of music and sound, to
Maybe.
power your city where you banned music and sound.
Okay.
They might be afraid.
That is kind of ironic. I'm
Okay.
just pointing this out.
Okay, we got a smart one here. Okay, so now think with your brain. Why would we ban music when we have a beat dragon controlling it? I understand, like that's a good first step of why you
Because
think
if
that.
if the beat dragon gets awoken and it leaves, then you guys are fucked.
Which is
Exactly.
not our problem that you have an immoral
It's
abomination
an
here.
entire city, though, Berm.
We didn't do this.
No, but there is a million innocents out there.
And how many more are going to die if we don't finish this objective and let Radicule finish his job?
I mean, they're gonna die a hell of a
We've
lot
lost
faster.
so
if you-
many people. I'm not going to sacrifice a city to save the handful of survivors.
You're
It's
not going
an
to sacrifice a
entire
city to save the world. That's some real good numbers,
What?
Nabisco. And he's
Don't
going to stop
you have-
over
We
and
have
he's
more of these
and
things.
he's going to reach out and he is going to take the hand and reach for that sword.
As he does, Arendar shoots an Eldritch Blast in front of you.
He's gonna
I'll
look
step
at
forward
you
and
slowly. And he's going to reach up, continuing, and he's going to just
I'm
look at
putting my hand on Berm. I'm like, let's just wait.
for what? More people to die?
No, to figure out how the fuck to do this without killing an entire city.
Also,
Easy. Put up a different power plant that doesn't require draining one of our Zords that we need to save the fucking world.
Also, it doesn't look like we have time for that. As he turns around and looks at one of the monitors, and it's red flashing, and you see the elevator you guys came down in, and just swarms of laser dragon army coming through.
We're out of time.
Wait a minute. Where there's all the doors out of this place? Other than the one we walked in?
Out of this room or out of the
Yeah.
whole complex?
This room.
Not as easily accessible, no.
How many different aberrations or errors or whatever the hell you have here? How many of them are there in here?
How high can you count?
Great. How many of them are lethal?
How high can you count?
Great. Open the doors.
I can count to
If they get out,
420 digits up high, but that's beside the
if
point.
they get out, and they kill the laser dragonborn, what's to stop them from
Hold
getting
on.
in the rest of the city? Especially since they can't leave because we're underground now.
You mean
Last
the rest
week-
of the city that's about to die?
I wanted to verify. Scott, last week you said this was the center grid of the command center, where the grid and stuff would be.
Yeah.
Can they draw on the grid to do it?
Yost,
right.
give me an insight check.
Because they're like hack patched into this thing like idiots. No offense, but
I'm so angry.
Well,
Well, there's
natural
no
20, which means 19. I got a -1 wisdom.
It's like me and my -1 ends.
You're an idiot.
Alpha Z is with you, I guess. You
I mean, now
quickly
would be a
come
good
to
time
that
for it.
realization that if, from the clues you've gathered so far, from when you were at Crystal Shrine, and it said that this shrine was at the center of the town below it, and you guys were like on the borders and shit, and you were just going down and away. How did you end up in the center of the city? Unless magic was involved.
Magic.
Some, like, gate kind of magic or something.
I turned to the Star Elf. I'm like, okay, so
What?
Is there a way-
What elf?
I thought he was a Star Elf.
No, he's a wood elf.
Oh, okay.
With star chips.
Yeah.
Do you have a way to evacuate the city?
Evacuate him to the slaughterhouse that's upstairs that is slowly pouring into here? No, this is the evacuation.
Then why did you put all the horrors under?
This is a tin can. You guys can't live like this. You're backed into a corner. We have to try and cut you a way out through that. You can only hold up here so long.
You
The
see,
hair hurts on the wind. I told you this place is hell.
Ghost goes to where the interface should be for the grid.
the interface is where the sword is. And where the sword is in the sword. Wow, those words are really close together. This,
Yeah, that's
Sword?
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
new idea. A sword zord. It's a swordfish. So a sword,
Oh my
sword,
God.
swordfish.
There's already that. That's a thing.
I know. But I just
A Zoom and Zany Zord Swordsfish.
I just wanted to say it all.
Is there a color? Is there a color that starts with Z?
Zello.
Zello.
Zine.
So
Zorange.
Zerple.
Xenon
that's
Oh,
not color.
is a
That's
thing.
an element.
No,
I
but-
mean for Crayola it might be.
What do you have? Take that away from him.
The Crayola Rangers. Imagine how awesome that would be. Just like
There's a
over,
graphite ranger.
just like like over 100 of them, and
Stop throwing your stuff.
there's
on
one
the
sad one that has to be macaroni and cheese.
floor. It's okay. You got some Velveeta.
Oh wait, no, that's Nigel. Anyway, so
Vern is going to stand there in kind of frustrated grace, and he is going to look around, and he's going to close his eyes, and he's going to actually bow his head for a second. He's going to, for the first time in his entire life, pray to Alpha Z for some guidance.
okay, go ahead.
Pray or some shit, you know?
Yeah, what are you praying? I mean, you might not be saying
I
it
need-
out loud, but I mean, what are you praying?
Alpha Z, I need a way out of this that doesn't involve the slaughter of innocent millions. I need an answer that will cause the least amount of loss. I need to find a way not to fall in the dark. Oh,
The grid seems to be thinking.
Loading, sir.
While he's
Shit.
doing that, I'm just talking.
It's
I'm
got
just.
one of
I
the
hear the
old
router
models.
sound like.
I'm just imagining like there's a customer service like hold line like your question is important to us. Your call will be taken by the first available deity.
There's a lot of issues going on. We'll get to you as soon as possible. After the other catastrophes on the planet. Prioritizing.
I'm talking to the wood elf guy and just like getting as much as information as he'll possibly give me.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of that in the background. He tells you that that sword is called the Blade of Silvery.
Okay, silvery like a silvery sword, or like chivalry like knighthood.
Like it's spelled weird because unicorn.
Okay.
S-I-L-V-E-R-R-E.
Okay, all right.
So,
I'm assuming that's what
Spanish.
disabling it.
Mm-hmm. He tells you that there's an alien race called the Star Seekers, and they are the ones that turned it into the sword, and he wasn't able to figure
That
out
thing
how
used to actually be a unicorn?
a dire unicorn. You can give me a religion or nature check on that one.
You're so excited about this.
13?
You're assuming it's better than that average unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, like, I've heard of dire boars. They're scarier.
And with that, you're like, unicorn's a horse with a horn, right?
Okay, so with the city, so like I know that you said that the only way out is through the hellscape. You have to have like an auxiliary thing for like, what if there's a fire? There has to be a place for smoke to escape. Is there like a place that isn't necessarily fit for people that we can try and retrofit into an escape hatch?
I mean,
Some kind of fire escape.
if you're able to completely reconstruct a tunnel from being from a small size air vent into one being able to take masses of people through within, he looks at the monitor, a few hours. I mean, go right ahead. Tell me how you do that.
Do you have anything down here that can be used to fight those things? I don't care if it has corruption. I can stop it before it hurts anyone else.
My wife has a few tools. They look like they're being deployed right now, actually. You see a bunch
I
of
know
those
we
synths.
can handle ourselves in the war upstairs, but there isn't enough of us to go around. There's no way we'd be able to slaughter everything one at a time. We need some kind of bomb or something.
The bomb.
Or, I don't know, maybe a beat dragon's or...
You sound like Nultron's lead general. They always want to just blow it up. It's not always the solution to everything.
You know,
I think it might be the
considering you're the genius and you can't think of shit, perhaps you shouldn't be speaking to,
I mean,
you know,
I'm not
lowly of
talking about
other
blowing... I'm talking about blowing up an incoming army. Not the entire base. I don't want to blow up your entire damn city. I just want to cut a way through the battle upstairs.
We do have a few wall units that we were going to use to re-barricade that wall, but we would have to be able to get to it and choke off the feed of them coming through.
We might be able to help with that.
You must have protocols for massive escapes, right? Like if there's critical power failure, if there's no recourse in case all the doors fly open on their own, what do you do then?
I do, but I think you don't understand how smart Radical is. We have exits here and here as he puts up the
They've
map
probably been
of the
cut
city,
off.
and you see that there's like exit tunnels that there's like the city itself is an octagon, right? And at the points of the octagon are these elevators, and in the midway in between are tunnels that seem to go outwards and then upwards, maybe a mile later.
Okay.
And he has like a overhead map, and you can see army bases camped around every single one of these exits.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, I just want to point something. You have a couple times insulted our intelligence because you think we're dumb. And you have a city that's an octagon that have the exits at the octagon foci. And then expect somebody to think of that. You are dumb. You put them in places you wouldn't have on the outside like that. You'd have multiple exits beyond that. This is a horrible defensive design.
The city
This was a waste of time.
Fine. The city was built to protect people. Wait.
That's not protecting.
It wasn't built to protect people. It was
Yeah.
just built to be a city. Anyway, no.
Can-
You have people on the ground. You have an army, yes? You still have people around, right?
Yeah. I'm not in charge of it, though.
I don't care. I'll talk to whoever's in charge. I point to one of the exits. If we destroy that entire camp, and we hold it free and safe, how many people can you get out?
He turns around, goes to the computer, and just like starts keyboarding away, and you just see like the generic, like it's got like the super overly complex math stuff going on there, and he's like, that's not too bad. probably save most of the city that's still alive.
Let's do that. And then we'll come back for the Zord.
Oh no, you're not gonna come back in here. But I'll show you
I mean,
out.
how are we not?
You'll see. The door is right there though. As he points back at the door you guys were looking at, and you see it leads back out to the city.
Listen, Shrimp, we're not leaving without the Zord.
I think you are, if you want to live.
I pull out the
I
coin.
think that you're going to
and
stop
just
talking
connect
back.
with the Zord.
And he's going to growl.
Okay, everybody roll initiative as you pull out the door.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. 16.
14.
17. Holy shit, I went first for once in my goddamn life.
No.
Well, I mean, first among
Okay,
us.
I heard 16, 14, 17, but I'm not sure who was what.
This gets 17.
Okay.
I'm 14.
16.
Okay. So, this guy, you see as he pulls out the power coin, a slight glow comes from the scientist's eyes, and he looks like he's about to do something hostile.
I
say
am
the
putting
least.
myself between that guy and Yost.
As we just go into like
Yeah.
initiative and it's full time.
Yeah, he looks if he looks like he's gonna take a shot at Yost with that Eldritch Blast thing, he's gonna get a sword to the face.
Wait, did you say he pulled out a power coin?
No, I pulled.
Yost pulled out the power coin, and Wood Elf guy eyes started to glow.
They glowed yellow
The
specifically.
Eldritch Blast that he tried to hit you with earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm holding my action. If he looks like he's gonna attack Yost, I'm gonna lay into him.
Okay, you're holding your action?
Yeah.
Okay, boom.
Um,
You're within 10 feet.
Kosa, pounce! And he's going to reach over and he's going to grab a hold of that sword.
Okay, you are going to grab the sword?
I am going to grab that sword.
Okay, so Lycos is going to do an opposed strength check with this guy. I'm sure it'll be really difficult with this malnourished, skinny elf man.
Yeah, let me actually get her stats up because I forgot to open.
Where's that marker I gave you?
I'm pretty sure she passed, but who knows.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure she did too. 15?
Okay, so she pounces on him and he's pinned on your turn.
Alright, so
And-
I grab the sword and...
As you grab the sword, you hear, anger doesn't always solve everything. From the sword.
I did not come here to get lectured on morality by a fucking weapon.
Yeah, Visca just turns like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay, so this is like the second your finger makes
No,
contact
yeah,
with it. Do you what do you do as your action?
I'm gonna ask it, what the fuck does it recommend? My god's not talking to me, this asshole's not talking to me, you're talking to me, what do you think I
Did
should
it
do?
occur to you that this voice is the god?
It did, but I'm still pissed off about it.
The only asshole who backtalks his deity.
Is it the
you should
sword
calm
or is
down.
it finally Alpha Z answering me?
I think you
Is it-
should calm down and unsheath me.
Mmm.
We do.
That sounds kind of like what I was intending to do.
No, not like that, as you immediately start thinking dirty thoughts. Somehow it immediately connected with that emotion.
Wait, what?
Why draw a sword if you don't intend to use it?
Well, I mean,
I didn't mean the sexual innuendo, just whatever.
Alright,
Okay, so that's Verm's turn. It is Yost's turn now.
well, what I was attempting to do was hopefully use the coin and the connection to the beat dragon to basically transport into the grid.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, hey, what the fuck?
You pull out the coin, and it's like glowing and pulsing really quickly, just like the Velocitus one was when you got really close. See
I wasn't there for that
the
episode.
sword? And, we'll see you remember when you were in cardboard cutout form. And, you go to, like, use it to activate the Zord or something, and, it immediately turns off.
The Zord or the coin?
The coin.
The sword is holding it.
Well, normally I can get in through this way.
No, the sword is holding it in place. It's got it like dimensionally locked or something.
Well, I was attempting to go in, not it come out.
I don't think any of it works.
Oh, I was just attempting it. I mean,
Yeah.
why the hell is that guy trying to start shit?
Because he's afraid that if us turning on the beat dragon will bring the city down.
While the guys,
Well, you're
I have a
just
solution to that.
while those guys
as
pin,
looking.
he puts his hand on the ground, and you see a complex amount of amalgamations of symbols that are runes that you don't quite understand, and some of them you do, and the ones you do look like mathematical symbols. And appearing out of this large size portal is this hulking, large size ogre-like humanoid figure.
Can I use my held action to stab the spellcaster?
It is, yes, and you have advantage, but he's doing this.
Oh yeah.
Its glistening, translucent skin reveals a muscled form devoid of an ogre's fat, though. It's the size of an ogre, but it's not fat.
So it's a
its pale
full
and seemingly lidless
ogre.
eyes glare balefully from the face, distorted by too many teeth and too little of a nose.
Gross.
Ooh, pardon me. My bad.
Oh, and I definitely should have mentioned this beforehand. I fully apologize. You see on his desk, in a glass container, like a glass dome, maybe about a square foot big, or cubic foot big, I should say. You see this fuzzy black sphere-like creature just wiggling around inside it.
Good to know. Yeah, fuck it. I want this guy to be asleep. I'm gonna dump a, And do we say that I can do a defragger strike on my held action thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's while you attack, correct?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. Shit, I really should get that feat that lets you reroll damage dice. God damn. Okay, so that's 3 radiant damage and a whopping 10 slashing. I rolled 4 fucking dice. I got 2 1s and a 2.
Would you roll to hit?
That was a 22.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So how much damage total?
10 slashing and 3 radiant.
Okay. And it's your turn again.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I don't know that I'm necessarily afraid of this guy. I'm pouncing on the what's it called? The
This,
troll thing.
yeah, this big, huge monster thing that
Yep.
you just summoned.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out both arms and I'm gonna attack it. So first strike with the key sword
Mm-hmm.
is a 26.
Okay. That misses. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Scared me. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing another 5 hit points. Because trolls are big and scary and we're in a contained area. So first strike, that's marginally better.
Pretty sure this isn't a troll. It has the opposite of a troll's nose.
Oh, okay. That's
A Lord?
It has little
11?
to no nose.
sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
15 slashing damage and 2 radiant.
Okay.
And then I get my other 3 attacks with my short swords.
Okay.
Or the scimitars now, because my short swords got eaten by fucking metal chomping bugs.
Super adorable rust monsters, yeah.
Yeah. 24 to hit.
It hits.
17
Yep.
and 18.
Yep.
Cool. Cool. That is an additional 11 damage.
Okay, your main attack gets a few cuts in, and they're fairly small. These scimitar strikes barely scratch it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they probably should have done more.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Didn't use those fucking spells. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
And
I'm not
yeah.
sure if Vern's back yet. He was AFK for just a bit.
Okay, he might be talking with the sword and holding his action until the sword answers.
I don't know. While that's going on, Hurts.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, wait, Jesse, are you here? Because you're sending messages, but you're not here.
They might be on the toilet.
Existentialist.
Okay.
Is he here or is he not?
We'll still go back to Hertz. So Hertz,
I'm not seeing any messages from him.
there's warfares on Zoom. He's been sending some. Hertz, there's a war zone going on.
I'm like about to leave. I'm like,
You hear like in the distance like this like, and then a bunch of pods seem to arc from the city over here, and they land, and the pods themselves open up, and you see unfolding out of them are these like robot soldiers, and they're starting to fight.
okay. I'm gonna get back into the city, and I'm gonna find a decently tall building, and I'm gonna climb it. And I'm gonna try to get like pretty high up, not like a skyscraper or whatever, but whatever is like nearby, because this is like the dumps of the city.
Yeah, the biggest building you can see from your level is maybe like a 3-story building.
That's fine. That's perfect, actually. So I'm gonna head to that.
Okay, I'm gonna keep your stealth, and you do keep yourself out of these battles that are going on. You see random pedestrians and innocents and stuff running out of alleyways, and if they're lucky, they don't get moved down.
And I'm going to do I am going to do a minor illusion of some fireworks to get people's attention.
Okay.
And I'm gonna and I am going to use prestidigitation to make my voice really loud, and I'm gonna be like, assholes, get out of here! And I am going to I'm going to send a that's really long. I was trying to do this before, but it's really long.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a wall of sound around me, and I'm going to start playing a song.
What does the wall song do?
You create a thick wall of horrible sound. The wall appears within range of the place of your choosing. It does not need to support or contain air. You choose to make the wall 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick, or a sphere of 20-foot radius and 5-foot thick walls. The air within the walls is disturbed but does not block line of sight. The creature near the wall can adhere disorienting screeches and overly loud beats that do not harm them unless inside the wall. So basically, it's like a protective sphere.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm throwing that up there, like around me. But I want it to be flavored that it's not like horrible screeches, but like rockin' beats.
Someone's really dropping the bass or something.
Yeah. Like it sounds like a beginning of like a really pumping song.
Or it's just Skrillex. It's just like fax machine noises and shit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I am making as big of noise as fucking possible.
Okay, you definitely got everyone's attention. And when I say everyone, I mean the Radicule's army like sees this. The robots see this.
Yeah.
And they're fighting each other, but both sides are probably going to try to attack you.
Kill the sound!
Not right away though. You look like they're like debating it because they're not sure who's on what. You're on whose side. Got the fog of battle going on.
And can I do something else?
Yeah, sure.
What's the range of that? I'm going to do play a little ditty on my guitar and try to block. If anybody, like, I'll hold action, but if anybody tries to get in 30 feet of me, I'm gonna try to hit them with a big blast of sound. But I'm just standing there now. I'm waiting for them to make the first move.
Okay. Some of them look like they were gonna see what the hell you are. Like one of the robots is like, cease music, go to safe area, and he just gets shot by like a laser rifle or something. You see maybe like they're distracted by it, but they aren't trying to engage with you because you aren't directly engaging with them, and they're kind of dealing with people shooting at them, or like shooting at each other. So it's a little bit of everything going on. You before you can attempt to do anything else as you're continuing your song, a green laser shoots off from the city direction, and you go to turn around, and you see what I'm putting on screen start flying towards the battle. It looks like a big human head, huge size, like human head shaped figure. It's got 8 weird like mechanical stalks coming out with like these weird orbs on the end of each of them. And
like a
one
robot
of them,
beholder?
yeah, maybe. And one of the and like another one of the little tentacle things, like the orb on the end, shoots a beam, and it hits one of the Radicule soldiers, and you hear the Wilhelm scream, but it cuts off as it gets turned into stone. You can give me a perception check.
Okay. I got a 12.
It's kind of hard to see from here, but you can see inside the T visor of the inside of this mechanical automaton, there seems to be a pilot on the inside. Maybe feminine features. You can't quite tell.
Great, fantastic.
And
yeah.
on that note, as that's entering the battle, we go back to Verm, who's holding onto the sword that's like, anger doesn't solve things. Be more kind.
Well, what the hell do you recommend, sword?
I think we should free the Beat Dragon.
Sorry.
That's what I've been trying to do. But this little elf asshole doesn't want me to because it's going to kill everybody in the city, supposedly.
He's a poor, misguided child.
That's what I've been trying to say to everybody. That's why I'm trying to pull you out. Now, can I do that or not?
Stop talking to your sword and just pull.
That isn't up to me. It is up to you, Mithrax. Kin to Radicule.
You used your full name.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of flinch a little bit, like really does not being reminded of his heritage. And he's like,
Your father
Look,
would
Sword.
not like this.
oh well, then that's the perfect thing to do.
Let me yank on my sword a little bit. Let's go.
I mean,
So-
yeah,
I mean, I
Strength
don't want
check.
people to die, but I have to save the world.
Strength check as you grab with both hands to pull out this great sword hilt.
so they are a hand.
Quick save event. Let's go.
Hold on. 16. What's my modifier? I don't get bonuses to strength checks, but that's a dirty 20 anyway.
Shing!
Yes.
You pull it out. It takes your full action, but you do pull out this sword.
That's a pretty impressive sword there, Brian.
It's curved.
Okay, so I have this sword. It's awesome. And it's my whole action. So what else can I do with it?
You feel like you automatically attuned to it.
Fuck me.
As it's like, we'll get along nicely. There you go. Totally didn't give you a
Phrasing.
private message.
Ah. Brain dump.
And
How's Lycosa doing with that elf over there?
okay, let's do
Well, you
opposed.
just got stabbed in the face a little bit.
Let's do opposed strength checks. What's her?
Yes.
Never mind. He got a
Oh.
2. He got a
That's
2.
a on the guy. She just puts one leg down on his head. Stay.
Ghost's turn. As you swear, you can just hear like, "You got the touch," as he pulls up a sword.
By the power of Grayskull.
You notice.
That's the coin
I'm-
reaction.
yeah, and this isn't just like full like stage performance here. Like you hear the song start as he unsheathes the sword, coming from the dragon. As the wings,
Oh, it's coming
you
from
see
the
the
dragon!
silhouettes of the wings start to reverberate the speaker parts, and you hear from him, "You got the touch. You got the power.
This thing
Yeah!"
has some bass.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
starting to glow. So
And when the beat drops on the song, he's gonna hold the sword aloft and just let it shine out in radiance.
Ah!
what is Yost doing?
I was still holding the coin up like, the hell? Oh, hey, that's commune, man.
Oh, give me a dex save. I think about it.
23?
The coin suddenly lights up, and you feel it like jerk forward to go towards the sword, but you catch it instinctively. You can still let go of it if you want. That was just like a.
I just approach the Zord and do the usual, yes. But
The elf is pinned to the ground, and like one of Lycosa's legs is like on his cheek as he's pinned to the ground. And he's like, and you one hand reaches out. He goes, "No, you fool!"
Oh, suck
I
it.
got a plan! Motherfucker.
Oh, you are lucky, Jesse. You are super lucky, Jesse. Holy shit. Okay, so
Oh, no.
The dice were with me today.
You walk towards it, and you go to give the coin to the dragon, right?
Well, yeah, go to touch the dragon with the coin.
Okay. You see right above where the sword was in the chest cavity is the coin slot.
5 cents.
Oh, insert coin.
And then crank it, and then you get a little toy.
Is there like a little readout on the side? Credit 1/2.
And as you put the coin in, the Zord goes from like glowing a little bit to glowing white. And then there's a flash of light and an explosion. And everybody in the room needs to give me a Constitution saving throw.
But I am the beat.
Oh.
I guess you don't got the beat.
Woo! Natural 20! 22!
I got a
19.
Everything's looking good for Yost tonight.
I guess I used up all my luck. I got a
I
9.
shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Be like,
Yeah, that's gonna
Bad
fuck
now.
you.
Verm, you can at the beginning of your turn re-roll this Constitution saving throw, but for now you are deafened, as you just hear like a ringing noise. But everyone that made their checks, which is everyone but Verm and the scientist, you hear the song get to the yeah part as it shoots out of the room, collapses the ceiling, and goes straight up, and just keeps going, and like a beam of light as it travels with it.
Where is Yost?
He's right next to it, but he's completely unharmed.
So
I
you're
swear.
flying through the ceiling?
That's
or
never
No,
happened to
no,
me
the
before.
Zord itself
Okay.
is. Even if he was over top of it, somehow it didn't take him with it.
Did it go home like the other one?
It did. The Rangers immediately recognize it as like the teleport thing, where you get like the column of light and it goes. But this one was a lot more dramatic, considering it just made a hole through the entire city.
That's a way out. I turned to the elf guy.
Oh God.
The phone is going nuts.
And then Elf Guy's turn.
Neighbor?
I guess so.
Huh? What's going on?
I just heard a
Neighbor-
weird sound.
It almost sounded like the neighbor was like using an industrial strength vibrator against the wall.
Nice.
But I don't know. It was just like almost like a beat dragon, letting out a like low beat.
Okay. This scientist guy that's pinned is angry.
Like, well, that didn't quite do what I was expecting it to do. I was expecting to go on the grid. I was going to connect up to the power grid. Whew.
You'll do that?
Well, I might be able to, but that was unexpected. Awesome, though.
You feel,
Sorry.
or you see the power in this room immediately, just like,
Nope.
and the only light you see is from above where this hole it made. You're standing in the low light, and everyone else is in complete darkness. You
So,
you hear something slide off the desk. You hear a crashing of glass, and Verm, like Kosa does have blind sense,
Mm-hmm.
so she senses movement from the desk, it falling on the ground, and then whatever fell on the ground went towards the guy she has pinned.
Okay.
She feels like she could possibly get a reactionary attack.
Alright. So, absent of any other orders to the contrary, probably she would go to pounce for anything small and moving.
It's about the size of a human head. So she
About the
senses.
size of a human head.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably think that was a fun chew toy.
Okay.
And she said that she was told to pounce, not stay. So,
Okay.
she'll
So,
take the attack.
so would you find it fine if she released her grapple and went and pounced this instead?
I mean, yeah, because, it's there and she wants to pounce on it.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. You can roll an attack.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage because she has blind sense.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, she definitely hits.
Okay. 6 plus... that's going to be an 8.
8 damage. You hear this inhuman screeching noise at whatever Lycosa attacked.
The hell was that? And,
I turn and look.
wait, do I even hear that? How many rounds am I deafened for?
Shit.
Yeah, you don't hear that. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, then never mind.
It's not your turn. That was like reactionary. This
Reaction,
This is
okay.
the enemy's
Okay.
turns. This. Oh,
Sure,
and
sure.
so everyone else hears this inhuman screeching noise, and then all of a sudden they hear the scientist also screaming, and they seem to harmonize. And it is like Visca's turn.
So the definitely not a troll is still in the room.
Yes, it's right in front of you.
there's something else attacking the scientist, and
Oh, right. It gets to move and do stuff. That's right. Let's
no,
see.
no, it doesn't.
Let's see. Oh, and it can see you in front of it. So, it puts its tube. It's just like boom, boom, and it goes slamming it twice.
Cool.
The first one definitely misses at 11.
Yeah.
The second one, dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits because I'm not using my shield.
Okay.
Even with my shield, it would have hit. Yeah.
You get slammed and jammed and take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Changing my plans here a little bit. All right.
Nice. Okay. Now it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay. So, when I attacked this thing with my other swords, it didn't seem effective. Did it seem like they weren't doing anything,
It
or
seemed
like it just wasn't that effective?
It seemed resistant.
Okay, because that changes things, because it's still worth it to do the extra attack with the d6s and hope to do more damage than to just hit it once.
John Cena's head just pops through a hole. Are you sure about that?
It really hurt though. Yeah, no, I'm still gonna attack it, because I don't have any other options right now.
Do you have dark vision? I think Hertz is the only one with dark vision. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say we've all got glowy eyes.
I think we would have had a light source with us, because there were parts of this building that were completely pitch black.
Yeah, until you got to the containment areas, and then there were lights and stuff.
There technically is light shining into the room from the
Yeah.
hole.
Ceiling.
Yeah, you can just barely make out the silhouette of this hulking figure in front of you.
Hey, can our helmets have those lights from the movie?
Okay, question. If I stand here and attack it this round, will I have disadvantage?
Considering it is in the dark area and you don't have dark vision, yes.
It's not worth it. I'm backing up. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm backing up and I'm casting Bless on everyone.
Ooh.
Okay.
Correction, I'm casting Bless on me, Yost, and Verm, not the Zords, because I don't have enough people to hit with it. Because I'm
That's
running
okay.
low on spells, and I need to save my second level one to heal myself, because I'm really fucked.
Yeah, we were pretty damn weak entering this room.
Remind me,
Yeah,
what
you
does
guys,
the Unicorn Tears do?
it completely heals you, cures you of all conditions you had, all that stuff.
Okay, that's good to
It
know.
is the ultimate. You're good now.
Okay.
How about unicorn farts? I know that brings you back from the dead.
Unicorn farts heals a little bit.
Is
Well,
that an actual thing?
No.
Come on.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
unicorn
not.
farts are used to glitter cupcakes.
I don't know. This seems like
At the-
bullshit D&D shit that like would
It's
be a
unicorn shit.
thing.
At the start of my turn, though, I sheathe my two swords, so I'm not wasting my last round of multi-attack.
Okay.
And then back up, and I'm putting myself back and back to Yost.
Okay. On that note, I think it's Verm's turn.
All right. So for his bonus action, he's going to reach up and switch on his blind sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't have to reach up, just decide to use it, but whatever. And my con saving throw for that this time is going to be dirty 20. And so I'm no longer deafened. What does my blind sense pick up in 10 feet of me?
Within 10 feet, you do pick up both Yost and Visco.
Okay. So we was more than 10 feet away from...
But Lycosa and the enemies are just beyond that.
Okay. So I'm going to move towards where I remember the wood elf to be.
Okay.
And as
Oh.
I...
What was your
What?
con save? I forgot. That was at the beginning of the round.
It was my con save was dirty 20.
Okay, so you can hear this inhuman screaming and his screaming.
Yeah, so definitely gonna go check that shit out.
Alright, as you proceed forward, his screaming fades off. Doesn't cut off, it fades off like it merges with this other screaming.
Ew. So, what is my blind sense pick? I'm imagining it's like radar sense or like sonar or something.
Something, you thought maybe something was on top of him, and then there's just one thing in where he's at. Just him.
Mm. Well, taking a little bit too long to deliberate on this, he's going to go ahead and he's going to take his new toy and he's going to flip it over and bring it down on top of the prone, screaming wood elf.
Are you attempting to heal him?
No, I am attempting to stab him.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You can
You
heal
shot it.
him?
No.
No.
Roll to hit at advantage because he is still prone.
Mm-hmm.
And your blind sense removes the disadvantage.
Okay. And that's going to be 22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. So what? Somebody remind me what the hit die is on a greatsword because I don't have that written down.
2d6.
2d6.
Thank you. Okay. 10 damage.
Okay. Do you do anything else in your turn?
I mean, I guess if I can, I'm going to crack open a glow stick if I have enough action left.
That would be using an object, and you already used your action
Alright,
to
so-
attack.
Then all I've no, that's my bonus, and I've got a little movement left. So no, until I'm sure that this guy is dead, then that's where I'm going to stay. 'Cause I don't know about anything else yet.
Okay. You hear from the sword. Nice
Okay.
swing.
Thanks.
On that note, Yost.
I'm going to ask the sword if it knows what that screaming was right before it faded out.
I believe that was deep speech.
What the hell is deep speech?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know what deep speech is? I may as well just check it out. I mean, 11, probably.
No.
It's deep, man.
It didn't sound like low baritone. You're not sure what he meant. Or what it meant. You're not sure of the sword's gender if it has one.
No, it's a sword.
Yeah. But it is Yost's turn.
Alright, so. That's just a predicament.
Yost, you do feel a pull coming from the light coming down in here. Do you go with the pull from the light?
I step back into it for multiple reasons. One, there's a pool, and two, it's a light source, so I'm hoping the creature would come into
I
the
thought
light
you were
source.
standing in the light source. That's why I backed up next to you.
You're currently in it, but you feel it pulling you upwards. Like you're about to, like, your feet are going to disappear and you're going to go, whoop, go off.
Guys, back up. Let's get out of here really quick and come back.
Will we be able to? Yeah. What are you talking about? We have no idea what the hell you're experiencing.
So you use your move, and then with a no action, you tell them that, and you move back in.
Yeah, use my move. Well,
Because then
so I'm going to use the move to get into the light while speaking, and use an object to basically throw a glow stick just to get some more light back.
Okay.
I believe laser dragons don't have dark vision.
Yeah, that's why I
No
made a house rule
Dragonborns have
in my
dark
Dragon Heist
vision.
game, even though we don't have any Dragonborn for once. But in case we ever do,
Yeah. It's yeah.
only halflings and humans should lack it, because
As
humans, need something bad, and halflings are short.
As you light up the glow stick,
Halflings are short, goddammit.
There should be wholelings, goddammit, not halflings. Not quarterlings. Not anyway, so you turn on this glow stick. And you see in front of you a familiar visage of a weird robed figure in purple worm stuff coming off of the figure. Laying on the ground currently.
Purple.
Those tiny little wiggling
Oh.
earthworm things.
Is this what Darth Laser looked like?
No, this is from the
okay.
vision he had.
Holy
Oh, okay.
shit! It's a walking earthworm pile.
It's a pile of worms!
Okay. Do we kill it?
You remember this is the thing that turned the unicorn into a sword.
I'm unsure, to be honest, because, I mean, I don't know the motivation of it. Saba! Kill the thing or not?
Saba. He's talking to the sword.
Think about it. It is
Yes,
a
I got it.
talking
I got it. No, I got it.
I
My name
got
is
it. It's a classic.
I don't know its name. Uni the unicorn.
He said it was Sylvain.
I didn't hear.
No, that's the wrong Dungeons and Dragons campaign. That was a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, I mean a few decades ago.
That's an annoying thing. Anyway,
That defies all the rules, even in second ed.
that
Anyway,
was based on first ed. But anyway,
moving on.
So that's your turn.
Does Yo
Do
start
anything
drifting
happen
away?
when I
Or?
went into the light.
You didn't use your action to go with the light.
Oh, I thought that was my move. Because I moved into the light.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Oh, sure. You go into the light and you get teleported into the grid as you go up, and you see yourself rapidly move upwards out of the city, out of the closed-in dome. That there's now a clear hole in the dome as you go flying through this beam of light into the sky and eventually end up into the grid.
I'm assuming Sir Barks-a-Lot went with him.
Yes.
Bark!
And you hear like the shooting stars meme going off as he's just flying up. And he's doing like the same like half-second animation, and it like reverses it and then does it again.
Oh no.
So he's doing like a half walk. So he's like going like, and he just flying. Anyway, memes.
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 Meme master.
Ooh, meme master. That seems like a Retroverse.
It's a class like Bard, but uses memes for everything.
No, it should be a sorcerer subclass.
Yeah.
You get innate magic from memedom. You gain a fly speed and you get Neon Cat's rainbow.
I also like the idea of a college of memes.
Your face turns into all those now outdated Rage comic faces.
No,
God.
I like Aya's idea. College of Meme Bard.
Yeah, actually, that fit Bard more.
Right,
But
we gotta make it
is
later. Anyway,
Eddie's turn as the big guy is like saying weird shit, and it might be this speech that's deep, and
maybe deep.
it's just like at a coffee place where you got like the live poem recites, and you just see this like horrible, disgusting aberration creature, and it's got like a scarf on and a beret, and it's at the mic, and it's just like,
Is it like,
and then bongos are like, and everyone's just like, or no, they're like,
no, you do.
yeah, they do the snaps.
I'm just imagining like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
The worst poetry in the universe.
What is Visca's AC?
That is the question. I put my swords away last time. Would you say that I had the wherewithal to use my back bonus action to activate my shield?
I would think you would have that instinctually. You're very
Okay,
combat
then
focused.
20.
Oh, Jesse, I'll get to that. You hear the sword say, "Wow, man, calm down. You get that
That's
stuff."
cool. We should go out for some froyos later.
It's not like we're in a dire situation or anything. B,
But I'm a dire
what was your
unicorn.
what was
I was
your
gonna
AC?
say, like his
20.
symbol, like hold it up to his face and like talk to it.
You.
20. So with a 20, only one of them hits.
Oh, good.
And cake. No, actually. What is? No, you're the only one left. That's right. No, you
I
and
I mean,
Verm.
Verm is still there.
You and Verm are
Yes.
there. I'd say Verm's close enough. Verm, what's your AC?
Oh goodness. My AC is now 19. Well, assuming we're using the new stats.
Not yet.
Oh, then 20.
Okay, still hits you with a 21. Bisky, you can just barely make out the silhouette of it from the beam of light, and you don't see its legs move. But for some reason, the upper half seems to change form. You can't really quite tell from here. Maybe additional arms just flew out and they all attacked at once. And you take the dice not being nice to you damage, 17 bludgeoning.
I do?
Visca does, and then Verm takes 15 bludgeoning.
Ow.
As this Hulk smashing thing is smashing very Hulk-like. And even worse, what used to be the scientist, now this weird robed figure that stands before you.
You mean the one that I stabbed?
Yeah. He moves towards you and moves through you, and the ropes wrap around you and go around you, and these worms wiggle around you as it goes through you.
Gross.
And each creature that it moves through, which is you, takes 6 psychic damage.
Ow.
Oh boy.
And after it moves to your backside, parts of it turn into a staff. Worms seem to coalesce together and turn into a staff, and on the very top of the staff is a sphere. You see like stars and like a mini galaxy in there, and hits you with it
Dick.
twice.
Twice?
Goes to your backside, forms a staff, and then hits you with it.
Yeah, you
My
can
God.
take that
Where's
however you
Ramrod
want.
when you need him? Am I right?
Okay.
Now that it's moved to the other side of Verm, is it to the point where I could take a swing at it?
Yes. Yeah.
You're like so hesitant. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like a swarm humanoid, and it went through Verm's square, so I'm like, but yeah.
That is a 26.
Okay. You somehow
Um,
go anime, and you like get multiple limbs, and they all stab at each one of these individual worms in a certain
Question.
location. Yes.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this is probably corrupted. Yeah.
I'll say you just have the whole degradation on. It's not
Mhm.
corruption.
Oh shit.
At least you're not sure if it is. That you can't. It doesn't sense like it, but it acts like it.
Oh, this
Um.
foot.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm doing it anyway. I'm spending 10 hit points to do an extra 3d8 with this
Okay.
because it scares me and
Would you roll to
we
hit?
need to get going. That was the 26, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just wanted to be sure.
Oh, that's so much better than last time.
And the damage is a lot.
30 damage.
Yeah, okay, that's a lot. You hear not one, not two, but many voices scream in pain simultaneously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a thing.
Some of them sound feminine, some of them sound masculine, some of you can't tell. All of them are different though, all at the same time.
I don't know whose turn it is now. That was my
That was-
reaction.
Oh, that's right. It was moving, and it swung at Verm twice, and it missed both times. Lucky.
Okay.
And on that note, it is your turn. You take your reactions like right before it's your turn.
I know.
That's
Well,
kinda funny.
that's because it goes right before me. It goes
Should we-
last, and I'm like, oh, it hit my friend. I'm gonna.
That's awesome. Should we go to Hertz for a bit? We did like 2 or 3 rounds
Yeah.
of us.
One more round of this, and then Hurts.
See, I didn't forget
I
about
have a
Hertz.
question.
Yeah.
Do they like? I know there were monitors there. Are they still working? Could they see what's happening on the surface?
I mean, they could if they went to look, but I mean, they're kind of.
I mean, we're a little distracted right now.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
fair.
If the monitors are working, that's
Oh,
ambient light.
actually, no, they are not working. The power's off.
Power's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power off.
I'm just wondering.
You guys do hear horrible crashing and rendering sounds on the other side of the walls you can hear. Like maybe those prisons that those things were in are turned off.
Oh yeah,
Oh
That's-
boy.
that's happening.
Yeah.
Now it is the SCP video game.
Oh no. Oh no. Everything is terrible.
Did I
Yeah,
not
I'm-
tell you the city is awful?
I'm spending my second level spell slot to heal myself, and I'm looking to Verm. I'm like, we have to go. Come on. Apparently, this takes us out of here.
Oh,
She is
since you had
bleeding from fucking everywhere for what it's worth. She's probably like, there are big dents in the armor she's wearing. Her entire face is covered in blood. I've taken a lot of damage today.
yeah, and that coffin almost killed you guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
You had the whole degradation on when you were trying to sense that this thing's corrupted. You did not sense corruption from it, but you sensed immeasurable amount of corruption through the walls, which makes no sense because the walls should be thick enough that your degradation shouldn't go through the walls.
Yeah, unless they've been contaminated for years. Yeah, and
He.
I do that. I'm prepping. I'm not leaving without Verm. Yeah. I'm like, come on, you go and I'll be right after you.
You haven't
and
used your move yet. Do you move towards the beam of light?
I want to move to I want to be like near it, but I don't want to leave without him.
Well, I'm standing like right next to where the beat dragon took off from, so I'm literally adjacent
Yeah.
to the exit point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Good.
if you move closer to me, you will be moving closer to the exit.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
you,
so I'll
and
do
you
that.
used your action to heal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't disengage.
Whoops.
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna risk it.
Yeah, I mean,
I already did it.
you're going to have to, one way or another, to get out of the spot you're in. Of course, both the rope guy with his staff and the hulking guy both swing at you. Of course, the staff hit. Of course. It was 17 on the roll, and he's got much higher than that. But the hulking guy does not hit you, thank goodness.
Thank God.
Let's see, is there a throw? Goodness. Yes, there is. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I have advantage on these, thankfully. Thank fucking Christ. Okay, that's a 24.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage,
Okay, that's not so bad.
18 psychic damage,
Ow.
and you feel yourself momentarily black out, but immediately get yourself back into the game.
Okay. Alright.
And you're there. So you're right next to the light. And it is Verm's turn.
Alright. Fuck. He hates having to run from a fight, but he recognizes when the chips have fallen. in the
At this
wrong way.
point, Visca's having trouble standing.
Yeah, no. If Visca's wanting to retreat, then this is probably a good time to retreat.
This
So,
is like the first time she's happened in a long time, hasn't it?
yeah, we don't get beat back often.
He's never seen me this hurt. The last time I was this hurt was the Terminator.
Oh, I was thinking the pizza slimes. I thought the pizza slimes did a good number on you.
Yeah, the pizza slimes were before the Terminator, though.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna whistle up Lycosa to retreat. I'm gonna grab her by the armor and yank us both backwards into the grid.
Okay, I'll say your actions disengage.
Yeah.
And you both are just shooting stars mean whew, up into the sky. Lycosa seems to fade away and disappear. So did Sir Barcelot as you.
Well,
And,
I'm sure they'll be okay. Grid.
Yeah. And it is their turn. As Visca's alone and right next to the beam.
No, I grabbed her by the armor and yanked her backwards into.
Oh, I thought you said that you did that to Lycosa, not to me.
No, I told Lycosa to retreat,
Oh.
Okay.
and then I grabbed you by the armor and yanked you backward into the grid.
I mean, I sure as fuck wouldn't be resisting, and he's plenty strong enough.
Okay, so you guys are out of there. Hurts.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Hurts.
Fuck, I'm gonna leave you there. You kidding?
Forgot Yost again.
You're already gone.
You forgot them, you sucker!
You leaver.
Man! Alright,
I wanted to
I'm singing a song. I am being as loud as fucking possible. I am doing what I do best.
You see on the back of
More
this
like,
flying...
it's the end of the world as we know it.
Fucking damn close.
Leonard Bernstein.
dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh wait, no.
That's sort of what it sounds like, yeah.
The this floating orb automaton with the tendrils with the orbs on the end that are shooting lasers. You got like a laser show going on. It moves in front of you and it has its back to you and it seems to be shooting at the Rancul's army. And you see on its back it says Model B-HLD3R.
God damn it.
for the Model C.
You continue. Do you just continue singing?
Yes. I am trying to get people inspired.
Okay.
Can I make a performance check for that?
Sure.
It's pretty darn loud. People, everywhere are gonna hear it. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You're not sure if it's just being in the heat of the moment, or maybe this is the best performance you've ever done. You're not sure. You've never performed in front of a live Warzone before, so
Ever done
I'm
the
sure.
USO shows?
yeah.
This isn't the greatest song ever.
Well,
This
she
is
did
like
perform for the
AKB
Navy.
Zero.
She did perform live for the Navy. It was a sad
Yeah.
song, but she did.
I did.
Oh, I was thinking if I could turn back time.
If I could find a way.
In the Navy.
Oh, yeah.
In the Navy, to sail the seven seas. Anyway, so
Moving on.
you are putting on a heckin' good rock show. You kind of wish, since you're probably on the verge of not giving a fuck anymore, and you think you're about to die any minute now. You're like, man, this thing would work really well at one of my concerts. This robot thing in front of you. It's
Man, I wish I had some bass. That would be great.
Where the fuck is Gyro all this time?
you don't know.
Who knows?
Hertz doesn't know.
I don't know. I left it with you guys.
Yep.
Poor thing. Oh shit, he probably got shut down if what Elf said was true.
No! I'm so angry. My poor son.
And as you're performing, and it looks like The city is starting to win, at least at this section, as it's making the Radicule's army retreat. A huge beam of light appears out of the middle of the city, and you feel an even more violent earthquake. And all the power goes out, and a lot, if not all, of the robot soldiers just immediately collapse. And
Like the good ones or the bad ones?
the ones from Optima City,
Okay, so the bad ones.
and the laser dragon army is fine.
Oh, good.
Not the bad ones.
The other bad ones.
And
The other bad
this
ones.
floating skull orb with the tentacles and stuff, you see the lights turn off from it, and it just falls and lands on the ground.
Meanwhile,
with
in the
violent
grid, this is why you don't hook everything up to one power grid. You have backups, dumbasses.
You say as you're shooting a star across the galaxy.
Shitty infrastructure.
threats.
And I only have an associate's in engineering.
The front hatch gets kicked open violently as smoke's coming out of it, and coming out like this middle-aged lady with a pistol comes out of the front of it, and she's wearing an engineer's outfit. Her hair is tied back tight. She appears to be of Indian descent. And she whips it back and looks at you with shock, and we'll end the episode there. What happened? What happened to our adventures after they freed the Zord? Will they be able to get help from Alpha Z? Who is this person that Hertz has encountered?
I'm sure it's nobody important. It's fine.
We'll see on the next exciting episode of D&D. Then you get a car ripped.
So, a fun fact, that's how much damage I took and what my current hit points are.
Oh, cool. And then there's like a post-episode part where it's just like, hi, Gyro here. Man, this next episode's gonna be crazy. Whoa, look, scenes from the next episode. Interesting. Next episode's name: The Henshin.
Ooh!
Just, it's just a lot of like, next episode is just a lot of Hertz crying.
And then it's just like, it's the end of the Sailor Moon episodes where they're gonna have like the stupid moral BS that they had to add to it. And instead of why do I keep forgetting her name? The main character,
Usagi?
Usagi. I always want to call her Sailor Moon because I'm just that much of a dweeb.
Then just do
It works.
Instead of
It's the same person.
instead of her being like,
Remember, don't stick your face in a lawnmower.
yeah, instead of her doing that, it's Hertz, and it's just Hertz crying while the actual footage is going. Like she's supposed to be saying something.
That's actually pretty damn accurate to Usagi.
You hear like candy wrappers being violently opened, and she's like eating fruit roll-ups while violently crying.
Oh, God. Sounds about right, yeah.
All right. On that note, anybody got any plugs before we end the stream tonight?
You gotta go first.
Tomorrow.
11 a.m. EST.
We're doing the one shot with Alexis for Ars Magicon RPG Lab.
Yes, so on Twitch, it's twitch.tv
Oh,
/ the RPG Lab. We're
You
playing
know
Ars
I get that
Magica
URL.
with Alexis, who some of you crew knew. Say that again.
okay.
Hello?
You were talking, and it just like. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Oh, okay.
talk too fast sometimes for
I
everything
don't
to
know
keep up
how
with
it.
you.
Okay.
No.
So,
It was the lag of Twitch. Don't listen to his troll. You were saying the Twitch URL.
on
Oh.
twitch.tv / the RPG Lab. I will put it in the Zoom chat.
Well, I was going to see that.
No,
in
but they
Twitch
can
chat.
fucking see it, and they can
Oh.
read it, and hopefully not break everything.
Yeah, we all noticed that almost every session, as we are ending and doing plugs, it starts screwing up on us. I
Yeah.
blame Katrina.
God damn it, cat!
Okay, I'll say it. You
See?
you typoed
It just
it.
froze on me.
Yeah, you typoed it, but it is twitch.tv/the RPG Lab.
Oh, fuck. I just realized I fucked it up.
Trackless C tomorrow, Scott?
Yes, we have Tranquil Sea tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Actually going to be fighting Yanti this episode. Unless they decide to completely U-turn while at entrance to the place and do more
Now-
shopping. Who knows?
We're going to cream them and then go buy cats.
Cat!
Yeah. I mean, we did, you know, invent a new festival.
Alright!
And then Sunday morning is Dragon Heist. Here, 9 a.m.
Eastern Standard, yes.
Yes.
Get to hear me sing again.
Hell yeah.
I need to watch that episode.
And maybe his character's class will be the right one on the overlay.
Maybe.
Which, like, no offense, Maddie, we love you. The most funny thing about that is that no one noticed. the only one who noticed.
I did, but I didn't want to like point it out in the middle of the stream. The,
I had no idea.
I wasn't watching the stream in Twitch. I was just watching the Zoom chat, so I didn't notice until the.
Yeah, I didn't want to break the flow. And you might get
Yeah.
to see patients die. Who knows?
I mean,
That's always the treat.
I mean,
at
probably
level
not.
1, I mean, death is always a possibility. Right around the corner.
I mean, in Power Score RPGs, may or may not know what's happening next, and patients may or may not be the stupidest guy in the universe, so who knows?
Well,
Love patience.
it is my game, and I'm a lot less of a killer DM. I like players to enjoy themselves and not die all the time.
Well.
It makes a lot of hard work on me.
Just to be safe, Scotty, you might want to have a backup character warmed up.
Yeah, me too. I'm that kind of DM too. Yeah.
I swear to God, Scotty! Just be prepared, because next week we're playing Green and Stone!
Oh, snap!
You gotta show what you're watching. If you like Power Ranger crap and me making Scotty cry, you should go watch that!
Also, mustard.
Also,
So quick,
Mustard!
fast.
Yes, the episode that we're delayed a little bit because editing stuff, but it should be up and running by next week, hopefully. And hopefully next, not next week's episode, but the week after that, or 2 weeks after that, these idiots will get out of the thing that they're doing right now, and we can do some fun Halloween stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Aya, you and I were talking about that. Hit me up on Discord at some point if you want to chat about that.
Yeah.
Does, are there any other plugs?
We don't really need to plug them, but the one shot we did for
Oh yeah,
Poison
for Poison
Pot,
Press.
pumpkin.
It was the something.
Serving the
Squash.
squash.
Serving the
Yeah.
squash.
It's
I
available.
find it funny the guy who
And-
didn't play. I remembered the name.
I didn't
And,
play either.
It's not like he really wanted to play or anything.
Oh.
A video of us playing is up for those who want to see what it's like, and it's cool. So check that out on Scott's stuff.
Got
Yeah.
He's
the-
over here on my screen. I don't know where he
You
is.
can see my my Twitter tag right there. You can go right there. I got it posted on my wall or whatever you call that in Twitter. What the kids these days and what they call their Twitters. And
One more thing. Dungeon Academy on Sunday. We're gonna be doing some Waterdeep shenanigans. So if you want shenanigans and definitely not crying, drunk friends, come play with us because it's always a good time.
yeah, I hope
Purple.
you guys don't die.
Oh no, we're just doing shenanigans, so like it shouldn't be too bad.
Am I the only one that feels like a
Only
massive
mostly.
crossover event between all the Waterdeep parties would just be an amazing thing to do?
Power Score is actually going to have our Dragon Heist crew which is going to be tomorrow, Saturdays at 3 o'clock, I think. It's either 3 or 4. I'm not sure. One of us is going to be a little late, Eastern Standard, on Power Score RPG's channel. We're doing Dragon Heist, and he has plans for us crossing over with Dragon Academy. I mean, one of the players already is Dylan.
Yeah.
So
He is adorable, and I love his character. I slightly crush on her. She's great.
I'll apologize in advance for Slim, because he's probably going to be a douche.
That's fine. I will make a friend out of him yet, because Lilia is there to play hard friendship, goddammit! Yeah.
He's going to be your Verm, I think.
Listen.
He's not at Verm levels yet, but he's definitely like ex-pirate with a crossbow, and he kind of doesn't want to talk to
Levels
people.
of what?
Like the,
Herman's a nice boy.
I don't know if I should be insulted or not.
no, you shouldn't be. Like the having the
Like the bad
lone-
boy,
the-
but
the-
he's not a bad boy. He has an owlbear plushie now, so like.
Yeah,
I'm giving that to a certain witch if I get to her pie shop. Goddammit.
for the best Zablov, my Dragon Heist.
Yeah, sorry, Sean.
These other guys.
Sorry, Sean. I gotta agree with Kevin.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
It's clipped on Scotty Switch. Yeah, just look for the one that mentions Skyrinscape and Zablov. It is it's a work of art.
Make it purple.
I
Except
I
even
can't
higher
wait
pitch.
for the great big Power Score RPG crossover of the century where we all save the world together. Big, fantastic.
Yep. And on that
I
note,
just feel I would clash a little. But anyway.
Everything will be fine. Let's go.
on that note, we'll end this episode here, and we'll see you all next week.
Ciao.